This video has been sponsored by Beltline Hobbies and by the Canfield and Wooster train shows, February 14th, 2026 and March 14th, 2026.
Hi everybody, it's Chris with the Cloverdale Transit Authority, and sometimes those of you who do any kind of hobby, you end up buying something or getting something at a show and you're like, I don't even know why I bought that, but I got a great deal on it. And then somehow that turns around to making a deal for something you really do want. So this is a pretty good size box. And this was something I actually have wanted for a long time, and something that I got a deal on but didn't really want. Ended up being the reason why I could make a deal and get this. So, because somebody else wants things that I didn't necessarily want, and I want the thing that they don't want. So sometimes that works out really good. So let's open up this box and see what we have. All right, let's cut this open here and take a look. It is, as you know, most of the stuff that I run are semi-scale, so it's going to be that. And I also do appreciate a certain type of locomotive from a certain period of time. If I can get this open without cutting my arm off, or fingers. Oh boy, I'll tell you what, it is really packed up in there. I may fast forward this scene. Okay, after struggling with that package, and I knocked down my shop light up here in trying to get this box out of this box. Anyway, so I all unwrapped it. So it is a MTH Rail King. This is from, I think, 2000 and I want to say 1995. That's when it's from, 1995, and it is. You can see on the end of the package here. It is a 462 steam locomotive, Pennsylvania K4 Torpedo, and it's all metal wheels and gears, and it has electronic whistle. We'll see what that sounds like. Die-cast detailed body, and it's about 8 pounds. Has operating proto smoke. I assume that means that it probably has a little fan in there, but it doesn't chuff, not anything this early. Die-cast tender with a coal load. Detail locomotive cab interior, not super detailed. Operates on an 031 track, so we're going to operate this on 036, so that's fine. And it has a headlamp, of course. So this was early, I have a 1999 Commodore Vanderbilt Rail King, and it has the Proto 1 sound in it. I'm not sure how much this will be different. So, but it's nothing like what we're used to with Proto 2 or Proto 3. So, all right, let's get it out of the box and take a look. All right, so it has the complete instructions, which is great. And it's got all the packaging. I don't think this is a new unit. I think it's been run before. I'll be able to tell when I see the wheels. But it's a long box, and it's difficult to deal with. All right. Okay, well. Liquid smoke, it's in there. Traction tires. Still has the silica packets and the ribbons. Let's get the tender out first. All right. right, nice greenish gray color. Okay. Tether, typical of these MTH locomotives at that time. So has a volume control, but it doesn't have an on and off for the whistle or the chuffing sound, whatever sound it's going to make. We're going to find out. But it doesn't turn off, but it does have a volume. So, all right, put that on there. Rolls pretty good. Okay, let's take a look at the locomotive. Got stuff back in there. Not going to use that. All right. And I did look at the pictures that my friend sent me to make sure that there wasn't any zinc rot on the driver wheels, which I did have that problem with my Commodore Vanderbilt. All right. Some fingerprints on it, but that's okay. All right, yeah, so they called this a torpedo because it looked like a torpedo. This locomotive was also designed by Raymond Loewy, who designed the GG1. And it's really cool. It's got, there's the smokestack, here's the bell, and the whistle are all below that. So it's one of these streamline locomotives. Still has the metal crest on it, Pennsylvania Railroad. The headlamp, like I said, kind of a detail interior, you know. You can see that. It's kind of, there's no people or anything in there. So turn this over, and it's not moving. So that has a lot to do with the fact that the drivers are, you know, tight on this thing. So we're going to find out. I was told that this ran. There is a on and off switch for, could be the chuffing, could be the smoke. So currently it is set to off. I'll leave it there. And let's get it on the test track and see if it at least moves forward and backward. All right, so here it is. Looks real good. Turn it on, starts chuffing. I can't, when I press the whistle on here, all I get is the bell. When I press the bell, I don't get anything. When I press direction, I do get something. Not real sophisticated sounds on this. So, yeah. So I keep getting the bell. Get some blowdown on there. So, yeah, not bad. And it has been oiled up, so that's good. Turn that off. It has been oiled up, so that's good. So we're gonna take it up on the track, and we're gonna just put some freight behind it tonight, just to see what it looks like, and then we're gonna switch over and we'll put some New York passenger cars behind it, or, well, actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to put some Pennsylvania passenger cars behind it, probably the Baby Madison. So that'll look really cool, but let's see how she pulls anything else. And also, we're going to put a little smoke fluid in her, and I think that switch back there is going to basically turn on the smoke, and we'll just see how it runs.
ops check is A-OK. And I would like to mention that you may have seen this locomotive before. There is a very early pre-war Lionel locomotive from 1936, the 1688, that was also based on the K4 Torpedo. And as you can see in these photos, that it's a lot smaller. It's not as detailed. I mean, you know, it's 1936, but it's a really cool locomotive, and it looks great on any layout, really. And I'll tell you, it's really a good runner. It runs good at slow speeds, and it smokes like crazy. So I'm really, really happy with this. It's a great addition to the layout. Now I'm on the hunt for the T1, which was another Raymond Loewy design. That'd be great to find that in a Rail King. But the only thing I had to do to this was, obviously to lube it up and everything. But once I hooked the tether from the tender into the locomotive, and then of course there's a drawbar that comes from the locomotive and hooks into the tender, I had to get a pair of needle nose pliers and kind of bend that hook in a little bit more towards the locomotive, because it was straight up and down, and when it would go along, especially around curves, all of a sudden it would pop up, and the only thing pulling the rest of the train along with it was was the tether itself. So once I got in there and I bent that a little bit more like a hook in towards the locomotive and put it in there, I didn't have that problem. So that's just a real quick video for today, just to talk a little bit about this really cool deal that I worked out with a friend to get another Raymond Loewy design locomotive on the Cloverdale Transit Authority. And I'm really excited about it. I would love to see this pulling a long passenger consist, but I'm kind of limited to the number of cars I can put on this particular layout. So it may take this down to the Railroad Club and see if they will let me run it on some big straightaways with a full consist of passenger cars. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hey, if you like this content, please click on like and subscribe and the little bell that'll tell you when we put out new content. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video.